we met the week before the film would start filming. And so I knew we had 2 hours together. And it was really interesting because he said, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. How do you feel about ghosts? How do you feel about God? And how do you feel about housekeeping? And it says a lot about Ken's method with directing his actors. It's about questioning, and what matters to him is your answer and your perspective of the character. And he keeps on asking questions even on set. Olga Seminoff is an interesting character because she's full of contradictions, as we all are, I guess. So she expresses herself very oftenly in Latin because she's had more than a religious education. She's been to a convent. But she fell in love with the guy who came and fixed the roof, Mr. Seminoff. But God still has a very important place in her heart. And she was employed as a housekeeper because no one else would do the job. But she confesses and admits that she's a terrible housekeeper. So Mrs. Rowena and her have a mutual agreement that Mrs. Rowena will have a poor service, but no one else can do it. And it's quite mediocre. And I'm happy to find the job, even though I'm not somebody with a very good sense of doing anything with my hands, I guess. But because it's a very particular home and no one wants to work there, well, I took the opportunity. And but moreover, there's also, that's for the funny side of the character and the relationship, but she's also very devoted to this mother and her child, having no children herself. And you can feel that she's very moved by this relationship and that she was very attached to that little girl that she has known as a little girl until she fell in love and became a young woman and then tragically disappears. So she's very, very attached to that girl. Olga could be very severe. When you read her, she has something very severe, but little by little you find that she has lots of vulnerability and that she's an Epicurean. So we had to find that balance between some rigidity, but something ready to explode or, being free. A certain freedom, I have to say.
Spirits, you scream and shout, and no one hears. We do now. Alicia Drake, find your voice.
It just got cold. Does anyone else feel a chill?
Is someone there?
Why? Yes.
She didn't touch the key, I swear.
She must have. You can't all be such fools.
This is wrong. This is very wrong. Who is there? Alicia Drake. Listening. We are here. Listening. It is the Hallowtide. We are close. Your spirit is close. Your voice is loud. Alicia.
Hey, Alicia.
Alicia, I feel you are in pain.
Does it hurt? Please tell me.
Did someone hurt you?
Yes.
And action. Can you make it?
put him on the right of frame with the paddles back and try and see that we can get as much of this as possible.
You can move the kid out of the way and take their turn. You could be playing against the kid and it's your turn.
Gosh, it's nice to be standing up.
Yeah, let's put red light well, thank you. Harry's
mediums who can speak to them, only charlatans who exploit pain and loss.
Camera set.
and action.
Of cheating and pretending, I'm going to suggest that your feet remain restrained. Otherwise, Jimmy O.D. is blown out of the guild.
Two, three. Sorry. Oh, you get something like that. I think you're right. Looking at that was the weakest thing, wasn't it?